Good afternoon, folks. Hope your day's going well. You know, I was out and about today, and I encountered a few people in my travels. Many of them were negative, and those stories are why I always come to you, because I know many of you are getting fed up with dealing with narcissists, sociopaths, and low functioning people in general, people who just have a callous regard for other humans. The reason why empaths are so special is because empaths are able to empathize the feelings of other people. So in that sense, we're always courteous, we're always respectful, we're always mindful, we always like to say those thank yous and excuse me's and pleases, because we're mindful as humans of other humans. And we are the ones who always see the bad people. Many people go about their day and just do not rationalize the low functionality and negatively grounded people that they are around, who make them in some cases flying monkeys, and who they participate in in the bullshit when they character assassinate maybe you or other people people who feel tortured every day in work environments, people who feel like they're tortured in their homes, maybe a child sibling relationship or maybe a child parent relationship, because narcissists come in all forms. They can be anyone actually, and they're very good at hiding. But the thing about empaths, right, is that empaths have the great ability to see these people for who they are and call them out on it. Shout out to the world to get you people to wake up. Now, I was looking at a very interesting video, and it was so insightful that I have to do this video as a follow-up response to that particular video by one YouTuber named Toxic Free. Toxic Free did an awesome YouTube video on taking control, confuse the narcissist. Now, I talk about this stuff all the time. I talk about being a mental ninja, always being prepared, ready for action, ready for the battle, because you're dealing with people who only come to do battle. Now, while you're holding the doves, they're holding the sabers and the swords, and they're ready to hack you up into little pieces, because they're built that way. You're not built that way. So you find yourself in many situations where you're confused. And she spoke a lot about this in the video, which is I'm guilty of myself. I've done this many times on many occasions. And I've seen people do it, where people who are full-blown narcissists, people who have severely disenfranchise you or harm you in some way, will approach you for the purpose of pulling your strings. And it's just like a movie in their mind. It's playing out. It's like a script being played out. And they know what you're supposed to say. But her remedy and her method to counter this was to change direction. Flip the script on them a bit. Because they're expecting you to go this way, you go that way. And it's like being a mental ninja. Really, it's confusing to them. They don't have anything for this. They don't know how to combat you on this level, because they think they know the game better than you. And when you're dealing with a hybrid empath, justice empath, we are built for the fight. Remember, we're equipped. We have the claws and fangs just like you guys have, you sociopaths. And we're ready for action. And you're going to lose. In any confrontation, you will lose because you're unarmed. You don't have the scruples to handle a justice empath. So we see these situations where, you may say the wrong thing at the right time because you timed it that way. And you may come up and you may ask someone about their children or something personal in their life, or something that will make them uncomfortable, because you're doing it for that very reason. You're trying to push buttons. So what you do to counter is you either have a sharp bite back, or you diffuse them by simply not going down the path that they're trying to lead you down, which is what she spoke about in that video, which is really good. I want to give you credit. I love that video. Kudos to you for that, and it's very insightful. I want to say that real quickly. But you people out there, you need to understand that this is a game. It's always a game, and I always talk to you people about the game, how not to play it and why you shouldn't play it. You can win by effectively not playing this game that they want you to play. And there are ways to get around. There are fine ways to dance around having to deal with the problem, because you're not going to change them, and you're not going to effectively establish a new environment in that toxic environment. So what you'll need to do is you'll just need to move on, but not before having a little bit of fun. So like I always tell you guys, one is always to have an exit plan in these narcissistic environments. Now, many of you may be too young to move out of the house, and you may have terrible parents who are unbearable at times. And you're just waiting for that magical age that you can fly the nest. And I recommend you do that, because all of this time in your life, you haven't been given anything healthy or been fed any healthy doses of love or anything. And so you must practice self-preservation, because that's what this is all about. You don't want to get old and crazy too fast before your time. So you want to take action for your own life, and that is taking control. So what she spoke about was a reality that many of us just don't want to deal with on a daily basis. We go to work on a Monday morning, hemming and hawing. You know, we walk in the door, we want to immediately turn around and walk back out. We want to go on holiday as soon as we can, because we need that, right? For our own mental stability, to keep ourselves grounded, because we're about to fly the coop. We're about to lose it, right? And that's why they do these things. You know, it's a psychological game. The manipulation is astounding. But many of us walk right into this. You know, don't play their game. And you have to almost use reverse psychology. She spoke about that too. See it every day. You know, these are the people who will want you to do something for them. And based on how you've previously responded to situations, they will try to push your buttons and engage you on that level. And you don't want to go down that road. You want to stay away from that. Very true. So you use reverse psychology on these people. You know, if you want to get them to do something for you, you just simply pretend that you don't want them to do it, and then they'll want to do it, right? You know, you got 100 logs you got to move down an upper hill somewhere. What you say is, I can do this all by myself. I don't need anyone to help. To which they'll say, no, I can help you. I can help you. And they'll push themselves on you because it's about control. And you would have effectively manipulated them into doing something you really need done anyway. Because if you had asked for help, you wouldn't have gotten it in the proper fashion, right? They'll help you when it's going to convenience them. They'll help you when it's going to annoy you, because they only serve that purpose in life. It's to see how many feathers they can ruffle for their own kicks and enjoyment and enrichment. So you confuse these people. Stay in a place of confusing them. Make sure they don't understand that you know their game. And you would have been outsmarting them by doing such a thing, by showing them. So that was a pretty good video. I love bad behavior, people. I love to see very insightful videos which are helpful to people who don't have the strength and who haven't figured out yet how to manage these negative activities that they have to be immersed in every day. Love it. Like, share, subscribe to my videos. You guys also check out this lovely, lovely YouTuber. And we'll be talking soon. Y'all take care.